Yo gamers, today I attempted another Skyrim challenge, where this one is the level 1 only challenge. Rules going to be in the description, but I'm just going to say now I didn't really complete this challenge, but I got pretty damn close. I got on like the final mission, but just literally could not get past it. Yeah, I have managed to do everything else, so this challenge is going to be a flop. It's gonna be a fail, but a lot of funny stuff happened with the bits that I have done, and I don't really want to just throw them away. So here's the video, hope you enjoy. It starts off same as always. When we wake up on the carriage, we're greeted with the name of the game, which is Elder Scrolls V Epic Game of Skyrim. We have a nice little introduction to our comrades here, Loki, Ulfric and Ralof, and we are on a carriage waiting for our heads to be chopped off. We're getting decapitated at the block, and then Loki starts praying to all of his gods, but his gods aren't going to save him today. So then we come to a stop, and we step off the carriage slowly, one at a time, ready to face our death. And yeah, just defying gravity by floating off of the wagon there. And then Loki apparently doesn't want to die, so he runs off super speed. My name is Redout, and it's time to create our character. I chose to be a Khajiit because they have claws, so they can do more melee damage, and this captain just gave me a death stare. And then, as we are about to get decapitated and sent to hopefully a better place, Ralof is smiling again, like last episode. And then yeah, Alduin attacks, and I don't think that was part of the Imperial's plan. I used my epic game of parkour techniques to outrun Alduin, and then this child had his father murdered right in front of him. I escape with Ralof into the keep, and he gets my bindings off, so I get everything off that will level me up. And all I need to say in the ruin is that I literally let Ralof do absolutely everything. And then once we escaped, he said this:
"Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today."
I mean, he is right. Anyways, I make Sven a follower for Bleak Falls Barrow, and then I was going to talk to Ralof's sister, but then I noticed Ralof acting strange, so I walked over to him, and it turns out he just decided to float. But you know what, we just gotta let Ralof do Ralof. Anyways, I talked to Gerda. She told me to go to Whiterun, and on my way I encountered a Stormcloak soldier, so I freed him and tried to protect him, but he did die a horrible death. Damn boy, that could scar Shadow for life. Anyways, so I pummeled his neck into the ground, and yeah, I don't really know why I tried to save him. He's long gone now, but yeah. Sven makes a human sacrifice to the Elder Gods. The Jarl tells me to see Farengar, so I do, and he tells me to get the Dragonstone, so I stock up on cabbages. This person insulted me, so I beat their freaking brains out. And then I become the new Undertaker, and think Sven dies when he gets smushed into a wall. Magic! I then defeat the Draw Overlord, give the stone to Farengar. He appreciated it, and then we heard news of a dragon attack. Before the fight, I stocked up on another man's cabbages, because you never know when you might need them. We got to the wreck. It arrived, and once again, like Rayloff, I just let the men do everything. This dude can somehow shoot through walls, which is a bit concerning, and a lot of men got absolutely murdered, but eventually we killed it, and I did all of the work, and then after, I claimed its soul as an achievement of my hard work. I got to Dragon's Reach before any of the other men, and tell the Jarl that I killed the dragon, and it worked. He believed me, and he called me a hero of Whiterun, so that was pretty cool. And then I start my pilgrimage to meet the Greybeard, so I get Lydia, murder this man, steal his horse to make the journey quicker, and then I meet him, and he teaches me how to float, which was pretty cool, along with Row of Unrelenting Force. And then Wolfgar got in my face and squared up to me, but yeah, and Lydia became a god pretty much. The Greybeard sent me to get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, to which I take an arrow to the butt, rib, and head, and then so much builds up, haha, as I walk on the path slowly to where the horn is supposed to be kept, only to realize I am too late. The cultists started squaring up to me, so I just snuck past them into the inn where the person who took the horn said they'd meet me. Learnt that Delphine was the one who took the horn, and then learnt also that she was part of the Blades, which are supposed to support the Dragonborn. Then I went to High Hrothgar again, gave Arengur the horn, and then me and Delphine learnt that Alduin was resurrecting dragons. I got launched, and it was very offensive. But then me and Delphine murdered Salaconir, and it went pretty well. I think I helped. Me and Delphine get a bit suspicious about the Falmor and plan on an attack on them pretty much, to murder each and every single one of them. Then when I get back to Riverwood, the cultists are still there wanting to fight, so I don't run away from my problems this time. I murder them. And then I get verbally assaulted by some sort of 8-year-old or something. And now, watch these clips and tell me that Sven is not possessed.
Oh.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Oh, there once was a hero named... I've been trained as a skald, as was my father and my father's father before him.
Me and Delphine prepare for the pretty much invasion for the Falmor party. She tells me Malborn is going to help me, so I meet him, and he's very happy to see me. And then Delphine gives me the party clothes, and I thank her by launching her over this fence here with my voice. It didn't really look too painful, I'm sure she's fine. And then I set off to go to the party, and then found Sven's sister.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
I then managed to bribe this dude to make a distraction as I snuck out and then murdered a bunch of kind of innocent elves, and I got what I needed and saved Malborn's life. Then I freed a teen, so then I had 2 people with me. We ran past the frost tree, I'm not really sure who lived, and then I told Delphine they didn't know about the dragons, but I knew where Esbern was now, so I went to find him. And I'm not going to hide this, I did accidentally level up my sneaking skill, but my overall level was 1, so I don't count it. And then this person wanted me to lockpick something, but I can't do that because that will level up my lockpicking skill. So I just danced on top of his stool and didn't do the mission. And then I challenged this dude to a boxing match and knocked him out in 3 punches because I'm big man. Then we found Esbern, persuaded him to come back to Riverwood with Delphine. It did take some persuasion, and then this dude died in quite a position, and then found out that Delphine could teleport, which was pretty terrifying. And then Esbern told us where Skyhaven Temple was, so we set our new goal to there. After murdering a goat for its leg, I heard this. there was a dragon, and I didn't know what to do against it, so I just ran as fast as I could. But eventually it caught up to me and brutally murdered me, and I went flying into the air. So I escaped into Castle once I respawned, and then I got a bit annoyed of Lydia and the maze puzzle thing, so I did this. It's alright though, she survived the explosion somehow, but the explosion did give her a seizure, but we won't talk about that. So, we got to Skyrim Temple and learnt that we needed to shout to defeat Alduin, so we had to talk to none other than Arangar, who wasn't willing to help us at first, and then he needed some persuasion. So then, yeah, we persuaded him to tell us, but he didn't know it, so he told us to talk to Parthenax, who I did talk to. He was a bit close, but again, like last episode with the daggers challenge, same glitch happened. He just kept spinning around in the air whilst talking to me. It was unsettling. Parthenax told us to get the Elder Scroll, and yeah, I let Lydia do all of the fighting. And then we found a way of how to murder this dude by just trapping him behind the gate and just shouting at him. But apparently it turned into PC Principal from South Park at some point when Lydia used a microaggression. Eventually we managed to murder it, and then we found the Elder Scroll after a puzzle, which I definitely didn't search up how to do, and then we took the Elder Scroll and we read it epically at the Time Wound, and then we learnt Dragon Rend. It was now time to murder Alduin for ourselves, and surprisingly it was really hard, because Parthenax and Lydia didn't really help that much, and I had to use a lot of health potions, but eventually we pulled through and defeated him, but he escaped, so we had to figure out where he went. So, Parthenax told me that Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon, so I had to convince the Jarl to let me trap a dragon in his palace, but he said he wouldn't agree to it unless we held a peace council, so the Greybeards agreed to help with that. So, that was neat, and we took our seat, and no one else sat down at all. It was just me. It was very awkward, and I didn't enjoy it one bit, but then eventually everyone else sat down and agreed a peace just for a little while. And then it was time to capture Hordaving, so I called him No Squirrel Shout this time, and this man did sacrifice his own life. We captured Hordaving, interrogated him, and then persuaded him to take us to where Alduin was. So we set off on a magical adventure to Sovngar. It was very nice. And then this is where the video ends. Basically, we're gonna get some context here. I just got completely stuck on the place where you go before Sovngar, like where Hordaving actually drops you off, cause like of like the dragons and stuff. And yeah, I would like explain this first and then like use mods and stuff just to get an ending, but obviously you can't do that on Skyrim, cause like if you want mods to work, you actually, or at least on PS4 anyways, you have to like activate it at the very start of the game. So I don't have an end to it, but I did all of this, so I didn't really want to delete it because some really funny stuff happened. So we're gonna count this mission, this quest, this challenge, whatever you want to call it, as a fail. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're disappointed that I didn't complete the challenge. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't do it. The dragons and the draws were just too much. I just couldn't do it, mate. It's hard, okay? I even resorted to setting it on the easiest difficulty, but I still couldn't do it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any challenge suggestions for Skyrim, please comment them down below, because I am running out, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.